Still dealing with stupid stabby thumb nerve. But I have a specific thing that I'm trying to get done that isn't another boss. I've gotten the ones that are a reasonable level and more readily gotten to already. And you do not have something new. Stop that. It's fucking obnoxious. I had thought about just setting up here. I'd clear the area. I have the stuff I need. Because it's close to the way spot that already exists up over here. Close enough to the road, so if I grab somebody off of it, I don't have to get them very far. But if I'm gonna do that, I might as well be adding a way gate of my own. So that means I want to put one down here or here. I mean, that would be convenient for being closer to that and maybe getting folks from it or from this area. But I'm not sure, so I have the materials with me and I want to see the kind of traffic along the road near them. And oh, yeah. I still don't have all the research to upgrade all of my stuff. Oh, I did just get the one for both of those. I don't have all the armor. But I think I'm still gonna... So, I can handle more of them more readily. But I think I still just want to scout as the rat. Because it's simpler and safer. The less I have to fight, the better. Oh. I had seen a really good brute, but I didn't have the materials with me to actually make the coffin for them, because I wasn't ready for that. They were at 90 something. Brute wasn't what I was after, but I haven't got any servants that were real high percentage. Of course, you're going the same way. You can turn and pick fight with the harpies, or you can keep going the way that I'm going. I mean, we'll find out either way. Oh, fine. disruptive motherfucker. See, I can deal with them, I just don't want to have to. That's what this is for. Sometimes they get antsier. Okay. Well. Yeah, when they end up fighting the harpies, they get more sensitive about me. So I can't even really safely watch that fight. Even though I'm farther away from it. Okay. You gonna continue on your loop so I can... Yeah. Okay. Good. Technically, their queen and the other harpy nest is the next easiest boss to get to. That's in the right scale of difficulty. I haven't really scouted that out because I haven't poked myself into either of the harpy nests. Well, you're there, so being able to scavenge a rogue. Actually, I mean, it looks nice and open here. Since you're gonna pick a fight with me anyway. Because video game wolves are stupider. Or they're just stupid. They take unnecessary risks that real world wolves would not. It's kind of annoying. Get out of your system, stupids. So yeah, I don't even need all the space. Would be fine. Because I'm only going to use the little bit. I hate having to deal with longbows, and you would be actively lighting me on fire while I was trying to collect you. That is a downside. Nope. I don't let paladins get particularly close to me because I don't know if they're more sensitive, but they're also higher level, which may or may not make them more sensitive. I don't want to have to deal with fucking paladins. Please go the other way. Or do that. Motherfucker. I mean, the highest level boss on the list is a fucking paladin. him. Just like the motherfucker in there is also on the list. I don't want to have to get in there. Getting into the previous cathedral was enough of a pain in the ass. I don't think I'd reasonably be able to collect folks from inside there unless I picked off the guards first, and even then it would probably draw too much attention and not be worth it. So that's probably gonna just be a no, because I don't think I'll. Now I can pick off enough of some of the types, and they'll all get the bonus to loot for being from this area, which is part of why I'm doing this, but only part of it. Yeah, if I get close enough to them, they still get uppity. We're gonna just avoid you. I finally did eat a scholar and have the bonus to see what it did. Bonuses to spell casting stuff. I mean, it's not unexpected, it's just I hadn't actually gotten it before. I've hunted them because I wanted one. As a servant, I hadn't actually eaten any of them. Oh, right, I had to break. I had poked around this farm and broken through the wall to scout around before. Yeah. Subtle. And since you can't crane your neck up, going up means you can't see if it's safe until you've already done it. I don't expect there's no. That's not quite big enough. it's also sideways. In there. Well, this is close enough that I could grab civilians from it. And there's patrols that I could scavenge from. And of course this area is big enough. Oh. I dislike you. You're not a longbow, but you're still unlikable. I saw that. And yeah, when they're actively engaged in stuff, they're more sensitive to noticing me. Like, they'll turn around and shoot at me, even though I'm much further away and not actively engaging. When they're dealing with harpies. But I haven't fought any harpies, so of course I haven't. That means I haven't done the scouting to actually know what that would be like. Like, I've watched them fight the harpies, so I have some idea of what to expect, but I already got her. I am disappointed that the outposts and their schematics have not been added to the places I can send my servants on raids. I deliberately poked far enough into one and broke shit, and more than one, I think. Just like, you should be added to the thing by now. I didn't have to poke into these to that extent to have them show up and be raidable. So, fuck you, your army outpost should be raidable. I want those schematics. I keep sending folks. This one gives the most, followed by that one, and then this one actually gets some. And since I can't make them yet, because the research for that is... I think you're the one that has that. But that boss is higher level, then that one. Those ones are more, well, he's the top of the list. Of course, it's a fucking paladin. Buried in a stronghold. But the guy in there is, in some ways, more complicated to get to, because I have to get through to him. Yeah, I think over here. I want to be farther off the road to keep them from accidentally or intentionally picking fights with things off the road. Maybe. Doesn't need to be that big. Maybe up there. But you see how close I can be to them and have them not notice. Being more than twice that far away from them, I've had more than once riflemen turn around and shoot at me when they're being actively assaulted by harpies at the other nest. So that's how I know that I can't even safely observe those fights, because they will turn around and shoot at me. And actively choose to engage me in the fight when they normally wouldn't notice me at all. So maybe up here. Oh, and disappointment of disappointments, the toad form is, well, basically useless, because that jump does not let you get up on ledges. Oh, I also need to eat at some point. Oh! I don't have anything that won't just kill you, and it doesn't let me unequip my weapons. Do I have something that would be... You're not upgraded, but... Unless it's a glancing blow, I think it's still going to be too much damage. End up having to eat bigger things just because it won't let me not one-shot them. It does not let me unequip my weapons, and that's bullshit, because in previous runs, it did. I don't know why this one isn't letting me, when literally the character I had before this could. I could hit the key and then hit it again, and now my hands are empty. But it won't let me. Like, maybe if I throw my weapons on the ground, it'll let me, but no, it's not letting me do a very basic thing that it absolutely should. Yeah, I don't need more bricks than I've got, but I will pick those up. Need some space. Plank, grass, edge, here. Blank, grass, edge. Now, scoot you over. I don't want my walls being on top of the stone. That would explain why you were shifted over. Oh, I'm hungry. Fine, I'll put you there. Yeah, I brought food for you. I did not bring food for me. I'd rather not eat one of these shitty ass hearts. Is there somebody with... If I jab you once, we'll survive. And you're already partially injured. I mean, you're the same scale of bad, but it isn't really worth it. At least I'm topped off. I fed you. Indoors, we want this. Yeah, that's closer to the edges than I would like, but we'll manage it. That is the way I would prefer the door to face, so let's put you there. Could give you another door, but I don't want it. Now I have additional cleanup to do out there. And I have the materials for 4 of these. Oh. Don't want to forget you. Now, since I ended up shifted over, that's right about all you being in the way. Let's you're just outside that line. Now all the rest of that shit can go get put down. And then I can okay. Out of inventory space. Well, I'm out of inventory space. Might as well wait. I don't have anything to put down there. Let's just get shit out of the way. Nope. All the things I'm growing go in the loom. Yeah, I already put you down. Did I get anything to go in there? No, you're overflow. You get those. Oh, right. You get those back. You take all that. I have stuff for you. I should have put you down in there. Don't have anything for you. I don't have enough of you. Okay. Motherfucker. This is what happens when you leave the door open. They will just fucking walk in. Oh. Okay. Thanks for that. I got more of both of those. Wasn't expecting that. I had got more of you, though. There. skipped her because I could get to him. I already knew where it was. I ain't going into that cathedral to dig him out, but then there's a jumping level for the next folks, and then the motherfucker at the bottom. I haven't scouted out where some of those are yet. Oh, right. Well, see, the army spots that should be available, because I poked into them enough that they should have been, aren't. Half hour. Very shortly. This yields fewer schematics. I haven't had a use for the silver coins, I'm just collecting them at this point. But it was something, and they could... The challenge is a different type, such that they could actually manage that, where they're fighter types, they're not people types, so they couldn't manage there. Not without me upgrading their equipment. Which I have swapped out my stuff with a couple of people because they're at 649. And I just wanted to get them up over 650 because that's a threshold for being able to send folks to certain spots. I'll deal with you. Fucking sunlight. And yeah, I have thought about expanding this just because those wolves respawn in that spot over and over and over again. You're still injured for a few more minutes. And if I expand over their spawn area, they will stop that. You're going to be in there for an hour, back very shortly. Oh. And just so that I can see. What? When did that happen? I have never seen an injury go that long. Did you get back and it didn't tell me? That's not what I wanted you to do. I just wanted you to get up. The fuck? Did I just... Well, you've been emptied, so clearly I saw that you were injured and did not notice that you got... The longest injury I've seen them be 1 hour or 2 hour. Yours must have been a 4. Shit. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, that's a werewolf. They, go by this area. I already got their boss. So, a few minutes. It's fine. I don't know what patrolling here for good folks to scavenge is gonna look closer, so taking a peek at if any of you are worth the hassle. Gonna have to hold you all to higher standards. No. I might have to clear you out to get a new batch. And then having the right ones survive can be a pain in the ass. Like, having the one with the most hit points be the one I'm after can be easy. You're not terrible. And they went farther away. Woman, now you're in the way. One hit. And I can't cast while I'm in this form. Well, I can do the big spell while I'm in this form. Let's get off of the road. Because defending myself, let alone you, from fuckers on it, is not something I really want to be doing. Please don't get stuck on the terrain. They do that. They can get stuck on trees and shit. They're not super smart. I get to go make you a set of gear. Come on. Get in. Thank you. Mother. This one is yours. What? What? No! That is not where you are! So you won't even give the bonus for being here, even though... And the ones from the next side over could. What the fuck? That's real fucked up. You still get the difficulty discount. So I would have to send someone who did register as here with you. Fine. I can always change my mind about you. Motherfucker. Since these want those, that's... rogues would give me that. I don't need... so if I got a brute or a warrior would be the tactical type that could go here. But one of the brute types would be able to join you going there. Because they should definitely count for being from this area and give the loot bonus. Motherfucker. The people do weird shit. Or the civilian types do weird shit. Right. Did you get hurt? Another 4 hour. Weird. Sure. Unfortunate. You're healthy and empty. You didn't get hurt. That's good. You're the one that's hurt for a long time. You're healthy. Alright. Well, we have you to get us in there. No one to give a bonus to the loot, but 2 people means you can carry twice as much. So, you still get to go. Oh. Right. So, someone who doesn't really matter, but this is 53 to 66. That one is higher. This is fewer. Just. But we're gonna do this. Get better than nothing. I'm not using that much of that. Not yet. I don't have the recipe to convert it to gold. Ingots. I'm going there for the schematics. And everyone else is out or injured for a ridiculous amount of time. Great. Top you off because I can. You weren't far behind. Yeah. Fir and pine. Yeah. 649. I can just upgrade it again. I could just swap out their armor, but it's fine. Oh, now my hands are actually empty. Yeah, I'm carrying enough of it that you actually care. I don't have anyone to send with you, so if I wanted to send you there, no, actually. 137 versus that 66 versus the 33. So this is the place to go for schematics. If I give you more gear, I can just send you there on your own. Send you there because that's all you can manage. You do have the discount for your mostly silver coins that I don't have a use for. Motherfucker. Where? Yeah, you. That's not quite there. That gets you there. That's all the things I can upgrade right now. But that means you can do that run on your own. To re-upgrade things, I need you. Oh, and a couple other things became available. I need to go grab some more sapphires. Sapphires, rubies. You're still the upgraded one. Sapphires, rubies, emeralds, and the leather. recipe for that yet. I'm gonna get this done before I can even make schematics of my own. At least I got my boots. Now that I have the full set bonus, I get the increased attack speed. Right. Okay. Oh, right. I actually have to make sets of stuff. Here. It's fine. Stuff is in here to just make one of those. I can't make gold ingots yet, so I can't get my faster ability cooldowns yet. And I have stuff in here for just making regular ones. You do not have the output space for... There we go. Set a gear for that one. Can go put it in the wardrobe. Because you won't actually be ready yet. But now the gear for you is... getting a patrol along the road is the easiest way to get a body. I could eat one of them. The brute might. No. The brute isn't even the right type of guy to survive the longest. But I might be able to eat you anyway. You de-transform me. If I save and exit, and then enter back in. So, tuck myself over here, because I am gonna do that. Eat one of them, just for having slightly better blood in me, but also to see if it'll give me better options for someone to recruit when they respawn.